charred remains of a half-dozen apartments are what's left after this fire along Boone Avenue in New Hope.
Well, it's not what you know, it's what you can prove in court.
Did you get tired of being all that you could be?
No, I'm still all I can be.
Yeah, we'll see about that.
I'm not gonna let this stand.
I'm the sheriff here. I'll tell you what'll stand.
A fire forced more than 200 people out of their apartments this morning in New Hope. Massive flames destroyed 6 units and damaged many others at Pheasant Park Apartments. Kirsten Mitchell spoke with residents who lost everything and those who jumped in to help get everyone out.
As massive flames engulfed 3 stories of apartments in New Hope.
There's people apartment up there.
Urgent evacuations were underway to get more than 200 people out.
And so when we looked down there, we just saw the smoke going up. And then there's one guy came running as a neighbor of the guy in the building. He's in there, he's in there, he's in there.
Edwina Haima says her husband and a neighbor helped pull a man out of the first floor, where crews believe the fire originated from an appliance. One person was taken to the hospital with injuries.
There are families that were getting their handicapped relatives in wheelchairs down the stairwell.
Leah Thompson grabbed clothes and put her cat in a gym bag.
He was shaking.
Fire crews say 6 apartments were destroyed and at least 9 others damaged, leaving up to 100 people without a place to stay, including Gabrielle Schultz and Ben Dow.
She lives on the 3rd floor.
I don't think this is covered under the warranty. We're lucky we woke up to the alarm. Otherwise, we for sure would not be sitting here.
Sitting on cardboard with just the clothes on their backs.
It took pretty much everything from us other than our cars and our cats and us.
By the time they got out to the parking lot, the flames were in their living room, and it was too late.
It's definitely a very low blow and not the best way to start a Sunday morning.
In New Hope, Kirsten Mitchell, WCCO 4 News.
The Red Cross is helping those who lost their homes find temporary housing. No word yet on a cause of the fire.
Dozens of people are without a home tonight after an early morning apartment fire in New Hope. The fire sent one person to the hospital. Others who live in that complex were forced to evacuate the area as well.
Fox 9's Rose Schmidt spoke with a man who lost his home and all of his belongings in that fire.
It was a sad morning wake-up call at the Pheasant Park Apartments as several units filled with smoke and flames. The people who live inside in disbelief.
2nd floor to the right.
Anthony Robinson got a call around 7 a.m. Sunday telling him to come home because his building was on fire.
I came here, you know, my whole apartment also was engulfed in flames, and I just paid off everything, almost. I lost everything.
The West Metro Fire Rescue District says when firefighters arrived at the scene near Boone Avenue North and Bass Lake Road, they saw fire coming from the 1st floor. It quickly spread to the 2nd and 3rd floor balconies.
It's a lot more than just a fire. It's, people's livelihood.
Volunteers from the American Red Cross are supporting the families during this difficult time.
In the meantime, we've kind of provided blankets, worked with Metro Transit to get some sheltering, warm buses in the interim of getting a warmer shelter, and working with the Salvation Army to get additional foods and services that way.
The Red Cross is helping about 30 people who lived in the right wing of the building. Families in the other wing can stay in their homes.
I never thought that it was going to be my apartment.
Despite losing everything, Anthony says he does have a reason to feel thankful. His cat, Precious, made it out alive.
Long as I got her, I had her 12 years. So long as I got her, she's okay.
The Red Cross may open a temporary shelter if enough families need a place to stay. As for the cause of the fire, firefighters say early indications are that it was an accident. In New Hope, Rose Schmidt, Fox 9.
The charred remains of a half-dozen apartments are what's left after this fire along Boone Avenue in New Hope.
I grabbed everything I could out my house and went downstairs.
Eric Bronson captured the scene on his phone.
Fire everywhere.
Just after 7:30 Sunday morning.
I hear people yelling. There's kids inside the apartment. Dropped everything in my hand, jumped over the railing, and then went inside there and started pulling people out the fire. You couldn't see anything, so you just had to feel around with your arms and yell and call out names.
In total, Bronson says he and others rescued 2 children.
People start breaking windows.
And 2 elderly adults.
I did see one guy, couple burnt skins, skin falling off. He had a burnt mark on the center of his head. Other than that, everybody looked like they was real good.
This call was a 3rd alarm fire, so we needed a lot of resources.
West Metro Fire Rescue Chief Sarah Larson says what started as an appliance fire in 1 unit spread to at least 6 others. She says at this time, the fire appears to have started accidentally. Everyone survived. 1 person was sent to a hospital, while Larson says several others were treated on scene.
It was very labor intensive. We needed to check every unit and every floor and make sure everybody was out safely.
For Bronson, he says it was his fight or flight instincts that kicked in Sunday morning.
It was either jump in there and do that or sit there and hear people scream.
Actions firefighters are calling commendable.
People are heroes and they come out and do things that they need to do when it's important, and that's an incredible part about our society.
Jason Rantala, KARE 11 News.
8 o'clock, so I'm like,
Well, it's not what you know, it's what you can prove in court.
Did you get tired of being all that you could be?
No, I'm still all I can be.
We'll see about that.
I'm not gonna let this stand.
I'm the sheriff here. I'll tell you what'll stand.